Which trait did you find the most popular with the very rich, and how did they spend their spare time?
To be honest, I didn't ask them exactly this question, but I asked them another question that is maybe related to this question. I think the answer will be very interesting. I asked them, what do you associate with money? What does money mean for you? And I had there, I think, 7 or 8 categories. For example, to buy the fine things like expensive cars and mansions and expensive vacation, but also other things like means freedom or being independent or being admired. There were different things. And the interesting thing is, yes, there were some people, maybe 1 out of 3, for whom it was very important to spend money for this expensive cars and things like this. But there were more people for whom this was not really important. And there were even a lot of people who were really absolutely not interested in these things. Some of them were even, I remember one, he was even upset a little bit when I asked him about it. Go on, next question. Guess why? He told me it was only 1 time in his life in vacation, and he never bought a shirt that was more expensive than $30. You find very different people. If you watch TV, you see always the rich people with expensive ships and cars and houses and drinking champagne and all this. Of course, this is what people want to see if they watch TV, because I think it would be boring if you look in the daily life of most of these rich people. You would see maybe a conference room where they sit together with other people having a conference or writing some emails and making some telephone calls. I think to watch things like this would be boring for a lot of people, and it's much more exciting to show them with their expensive cars. And of course there are some people like this, but it's misleading if you think that this is true for all these rich people or even for the majority. There are people like this, of course, and we even know it, in addition to these interviews. Of course, I read a lot of biographies and autobiographies about wealthy people, and they are very different in this way. So you see, rich people have some things in common, but of course, as with poor people, they are not all the same. But what was really important? The most important motive when I asked them, what do you associate with money, or what does money mean for you? For most of them was being free and independent. This was much, much more important as a motive than these luxury items.